Trump administration is quite pathetic. It has been so far quite unprofessional. There have been a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes were made. It comes across as very, very unprofessional. But before we go any further into this topic, into today's topic, please let me just ask you for a favor. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Also, in the previous videos, we also talk about how, for example, China is heavily dependent on the United States. It's not the other way around, as you might think, but how actually China is heavily dependent on the United States. We also talked about tariffs. We talked about a lot of macroeconomic stuff on this channel. We also talked about why Trump is wrong, why I believe that Trump is actually wrong. We also talk about the Afrikaners thingy. And since we are talking about it again, about the South African farmers, you may have noticed in that video that I went from my memory a lot. I just tried to wing it, as they say. And it turns out that I have quite a little bit of gaps in my knowledge. And so many have told me in the comments to make adjustments. So if you feel like in today's video that I have been too harsh on Trump administration, on the people that are around Trump, if you feel like I have said something wrong or that I have my facts wrong, make sure to write it down in the comments. It's one way for me to learn something new, one way for me to broaden my horizon. That's also why I started this channel. I want to improve my knowledge in geopolitics and improve my knowledge in macroeconomics, and what a better way to do so other than making videos about it, right? And learning about the topic as we go. And also, if you have any subjects that you want me to cover, if you have any subjects that you feel like I haven't spoken about yet on this channel, make sure to write it down in the comments as well. And maybe one day I might make a video about it. Whether it's Elon Musk trying to dismantle the entire government, trying to go after the parts of the government that are investigating his companies, or whether it's the unprofessional staff that communicates war plans over Signal, over the Signal Gate, war crimes being discussed over a commercial app, while journalists are being invited into these discussions. It has been so far it has seemed just very unprofessional. It has seemed like the oligarchic class has taken over through various people, or even directly, as Elon Musk was involved inside of the government himself. But so far it seemed like nothing but a failure. So far it seems like nothing but a failure. It seems very, very unprofessional, I cannot lie. But a lot of these guys, a lot of these people who President Trump appointed, not all of them, to be quite honest, but some of them seem very, very unprofessional, like they don't have the experience or just the brain power to do the job. One of the other people who has been so far quite disappointing has been Witkoff. He was assigned the due diligence, the responsibility for peace negotiations, not just when it comes to the war between Russia and Ukraine, but also the genocides that's happening in the Middle East. But it seems like that he has taken too much on his plate, and there are rumors that he's being it seems like it's a quite overwhelming amount of tasks that has been put on him, and he seems to be out of focus during these negotiations, during these peace deals that are trying to be broken, during these meetings with various leaders of different countries. He seems to be out of focus. He seems to be a bit out of it. That is probably because there has been just too much on his plate. He should have been just focusing on one particular conflict, on one particular war at a time, and not being distracted by too many things on his plate. At least that seems to be the assumption that many had. We also have to mention, we also have to go a bit deeper on the Doge thingy, on the Doge stuff, on the Elon Musk crusade into the government. He has been quite reckless when it comes to firing and dismantling staff and people, especially those who are in the parts of the government that are meant to investigate his companies. That has been his primary focus, seems like. All of these regulators that regulate his particular business ventures, those have been targeted the first and last as well. It seems like there has been a departure of Elon Musk's from the government. None of these tax cuts will be implemented. There have been only 32 billion that the so-called tax cuts have been able to achieve. And none of them seems to be implemented in the new big beautiful bill. So it seems like it has been just a waste of time. But that's from the perspective of the voter. It has been a waste of time. From the perspective of Elon Musk's and his own agenda, it might have been quite successful. He has been able to, dismantle or block certain initiatives into investigations into his businesses. He blocked those. He fired those people who were overseeing these investigations, and so he has maybe not entirely escaped the law, or his company's not entirely escaped the law, but he has definitely bought himself some time to figure out stuff. That's for sure. He has a lot to figure out because his main business venture, his biggest business yet, Tesla, has been under quite scrutiny from not just the media, but obviously from the people themselves. And so he has a lot of things to do. He has a lot of things to work on in his free time now. So it has been quite grotesque to watch his crusade into the government. It has been quite grotesque to witness. Of course, this video would be not complete. This video would be absolutely nothing without mentioning the main crusader, our beautiful Fox host, our gorgeous drunken sailor, who has been saucing up the liquor whenever he had the opportunity to do so during important meetings, during important speeches. He never missed a chance. He has been quite reckless when it comes to his behavior, but that could have been quite expected. At a certain point, there was a speculation that the deep state want to get rid of him. Well, I don't know. He seems more of a sort of a puppet of these generals that he's supposedly meant to preside over. He's meant to, oversight. He's supposed to lead these generals, but in reality, they probably are able to wrap him around their fingers. He doesn't seem to be like a big block when it comes to preventing the war machine from achieving its agenda. Quite the opposite in reality. So I don't know if he would be necessarily considered a success in the eyes of the Trump voters. I would believe quite the opposite. He has been quite a warmonger. I believe that most of the MAGA movement was predominantly for achieving peace, resolution, and especially spending less on foreign wars, spending more domestically. And so I don't know if particularly Pete Hegseth would be their favorite warrior and crusader in the Trump's administration, because he has done quite the opposite. He has done literally the opposite. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Make sure to check out the videos here, there, and everywhere. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.